The current global climate feels as though it's mirroring a tense cosmic alignment. Conflicts in Ukraine and the Middle East are not just isolated events. They seem to resonate with the movements of the planets, as if the celestial bodies are influencing the tension on Earth. Astrology has long suggested that the positioning of the Sun, Moon, and key planets like Mars, which rules war and aggression, can directly affect the behavior of nations. Just as individuals feel the impact of these astral shifts, so too do entire countries. The ongoing disputes in Taiwan and Korea are almost like the universe reflecting back our unresolved global disputes, pointing to something much larger than we realize. These rising tensions can also be seen as part of a cosmic cycle, where history repeats itself under similar planetary configurations. Take, for example, when Mars enters retrograde. It's often a time where conflicts can escalate or feel more intense. It's like trying to move forward but feeling a cosmic force pulling you back. What we're seeing now might just be the universe's way of reminding us of the lessons we've yet to learn, with the zodiac signs playing their part as cosmic actors in this unfolding drama. And while it's easy to focus on the physical events, one might wonder if there's something deeper going on in the astral plane. The planets, after all, have always been thought to govern the fate of humanity. Could the positioning of Jupiter, known for its expansive influence, be pushing these conflicts toward a larger global stage? Or is Saturn's disciplined energy highlighting the need for boundaries and control? As the world watches, we are all part of this cosmic story, waiting to see how the stars will influence what happens next. As we watch global relations evolve, it's almost as if we're seeing history repeat itself, but with new players in a familiar game. The planets, in many ways, are aligned similarly to key moments in the past, suggesting that we might be entering a modern version of the Cold War. The positioning of Saturn, known for its influence over structure and power, could be signaling a time of rigid alliances and unbreakable boundaries between superpowers. The US and its allies are once again at odds with major global players like China and Russia, and the tension in the astral realm seems to echo these divisions. Astrologically, the idea of a Cold War feels tied to the distant, icy energy of Saturn, while the fiery and impulsive energies of Mars represent the potential for conflict. This isn't the same kind of overt warfare we've seen in the past, but rather a more subtle battle for influence and control. With planets like Uranus representing rebellion and sudden change stirring things up, we could be on the verge of rapid geopolitical shifts, ones that mirror the Cold War but with new dynamics at play. Just as in past global tensions, the stars suggest a time of caution and strategic maneuvering. What's particularly fascinating is how astrology can offer insights into the timing of these events. The alignment of planets like Pluto, which governs transformation and power struggles, suggests that this decade will be marked by shifts in global dominance. This astrological configuration hints at the potential for long-term change, with the power struggle between nations likely to evolve over the next several years. As these forces play out on the world stage, it's crucial to remember that the stars can often provide a roadmap for understanding the broader patterns of global conflict. The astrology of the 2020s points to this decade as a turning point, one where the stars are aligning to usher in sweeping changes. The planets are moving through powerful positions, particularly Pluto and Uranus, which often signal transformation and disruption on a global scale. As we look ahead, it's not just personal growth that's influenced by the zodiac signs and planetary shifts, but also the very structure of societies and nations. It's as though the universe is setting the stage for a significant realignment in the balance of power, a shift that will have profound implications for the way the world operates. When we think of pivotal moments in history, they often coincide with major astrological events. The conjunctions and oppositions of the planets act like cosmic markers, signaling key moments of change. Saturn, with its influence over boundaries and authority, along with Pluto's transformative energy, will likely shape this decade as one of redefined borders, both literal and metaphorical. The astral plane is sending signals that what we are witnessing in global politics is part of a larger, predestined cycle. These changes might feel overwhelming at times, but they are necessary steps in the evolution of nations and global systems. For those paying close attention to astrology, the 2020s present an opportunity to prepare for what's coming. As the planets continue their dance, geopolitical shifts will likely be unavoidable. Just like when the moon phases guide us through periods of reflection and growth, these planetary movements are pushing the world toward a new reality. It's a reminder that the universe has a plan, and while we may not always understand its timing, the stars are never wrong in their predictions. As we move through this decade, it's worth paying attention to the signs the cosmos is sending. The conjunction of Saturn and Neptune in Aries is one of those astrological events that could very well mark a turning point in how we perceive and navigate boundaries. This powerful alignment not only emphasizes discipline and structure as represented by Saturn, but also creativity and dreams, which Neptune brings to the table. Together, these planets could signify a time when our understanding of societal norms is challenged, pushing us to rethink what boundaries really mean. It's like the universe is urging us to consider how we can redefine our roles within the larger framework of society. As these celestial bodies align, individuals and nations alike may feel a strong push to innovate and break free from outdated systems. The Aries energy infuses this conjunction with a sense of urgency and boldness, prompting us to take action in ways we never thought possible. It's a perfect time to reflect on personal and collective goals. For instance, if you've been contemplating a significant career shift or a new way of engaging with your community, the time might just be right. Embracing the astrological influences can serve as a guide to navigate these shifts, encouraging us to push past our comfort zones. Moreover, the lessons from past Saturn-Neptune conjunctions remind us that these moments often coincide with critical societal shifts. Historically, they've been linked to the emergence of new ideologies and movements that challenge the status quo. As we harness the energies of these planets, we must remain open to the possibility that our societal structures might need to adapt and evolve. It's a cosmic invitation to co-create a future that reflects our collective values and aspirations, while being mindful of the lessons from history that the stars have shared with us. When we delve into the historical context of Saturn-Neptune conjunctions, we discover intriguing patterns that seem to echo through time, especially concerning Russia and its pivotal moments. These cosmic alignments often appear during times of turmoil and transformation, providing a backdrop for significant geopolitical shifts. For instance, the last major conjunction of these planets occurred in the late 1980s, coinciding with the dissolution of the Soviet Union. This connection illustrates how the energy of these planets can manifest in tangible ways on the world stage, reshaping national identities and boundaries. As we reflect on the lessons of history, it's essential to consider how current events might parallel these past alignments. The intersection of Saturn's discipline and Neptune's dreamlike quality often serves as a catalyst for revolutionary changes. Just as past societies have had to confront their realities, today's global landscape faces similar challenges. The rise of new ideologies and movements can often be traced back to the energies present during these astrological events. People may feel compelled to reassess their beliefs, pushing for changes that reflect the collective aspirations for justice and equality. For those interested in harnessing these insights, recognizing the potential impact of these conjunctions can be empowering. By understanding the astrological context of significant events, individuals can better navigate the currents of change in their lives. Whether it's advocating for social reform or simply reflecting on personal goals, these cosmic patterns encourage proactive engagement with the world around us. As we witness the unfolding of current events, it's vital to remember that just as history has shown us, the stars may be guiding us toward a future ripe with possibilities. As we observe the shifting political landscape, the rise of right-wing movements across Europe seems to resonate with the energies of the current astrological climate. This surge is often fueled by fears surrounding migration and the perception of national identity. Just as the sun's light casts shadows, the challenges of globalization bring to the forefront long-standing tensions that are now hard to ignore. The planets appear to be aligning in ways that amplify these fears, pushing certain factions to assert control and redefine boundaries, often at the expense of unity and cooperation. Historically, periods of migration have tested the fabric of societies. The movement of people can create rich cultural tapestries but can also ignite fears of losing traditional values. The energies of planets like Mars, associated with conflict and assertiveness, alongside the more compassionate influences of Venus, highlight this tension. It's a cosmic reminder that every action has a reaction. As some strive to build walls, others seek to bridge divides. This is a crucial moment for reflection. How can individuals contribute positively to the conversation around migration and national identity? In navigating these complex dynamics, It's essential to engage in dialogue that promotes understanding rather than division. Finding common ground may feel challenging, but it's not impossible. Individuals can seek to understand the perspectives of others by exploring literature or attending community discussions that address these issues. For instance, books like The Other Side of Migration offer insights into the experiences of migrants and the challenges they face. By embracing a broader view, we can foster a culture of empathy that counters the rising tide of division. The emergence of alliances like the BRICS nations, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, highlights a significant shift in global power dynamics. As these countries band together, they challenge the traditional dominance of Western powers, suggesting that the planets are indeed signaling a move toward a more decentralized world order. The influence of Jupiter, representing growth and expansion, coupled with Uranus's energy of rebellion and change, sets the stage for new alliances that could redefine how nations interact on the global stage. This trend toward decentralization is not merely a passing phase. It's a reflection of the changing tides in global economics and politics. As countries seek to assert their independence, the old hierarchies are being dismantled, making way for a new world order that embraces diverse voices and perspectives. Individuals can look to these shifting dynamics as an opportunity to explore how they, too, can become part of a more interconnected global community. Engaging with different cultures and economies can enrich personal understanding and foster collaboration. Moreover, this is a time for proactive engagement. Whether through investing in emerging markets or supporting businesses that prioritize sustainable practices, individuals have a role to play in shaping this new landscape. It's akin to reading the signs in the stars. By being aware of the astrological influences at play, one can align their personal goals with the broader shifts occurring in society. The cosmos is offering a roadmap for those willing to embrace change and seek out opportunities in this evolving world. Looking ahead, the exploration of astrological timing techniques offers a fascinating lens through which we can interpret future global developments. The movements of the planets not only influence personal lives but also the larger tapestry of world events. Techniques such as transits and progressions can provide insights into when to act and when to hold back. As the planets continue their celestial dance, understanding these cycles can empower individuals and nations alike to make informed decisions about the future. In the coming years, significant astrological events are poised to shape our collective experience. For instance, the alignment of Jupiter and Saturn in the coming years could herald a period of growth and renewal, particularly in areas like technology and social change. Individuals can prepare for these shifts by honing their understanding of astrology, allowing them to anticipate potential opportunities and challenges. Engaging with resources like astrology workshops or online courses can provide the knowledge needed to navigate these complex dynamics effectively. Ultimately, the key takeaway is that astrology is not just about predicting the future. It's a tool for empowerment. By learning to read the signs and cycles, individuals can align their goals with the cosmic energies at play. This proactive approach can lead to a more harmonious existence, both personally and globally. As we embark on this journey through the astrological landscape, it's essential to stay curious and open-minded, embracing the lessons the universe has to offer. As we reflect on the astrological insights and the unfolding global dynamics, it's clear that understanding these patterns can empower us in our daily lives. How can you leverage this knowledge? Perhaps it's time to engage more deeply with your community, or to advocate for causes that resonate with your values. Ask yourself, what changes can you make to contribute to a more harmonious future? The cosmos offers us a unique perspective, reminding us that we are all interconnected. As tensions rise, your individual actions can create ripples of change. Don't underestimate the power of awareness and intention. If you found these insights valuable, consider subscribing to our channel and activating notifications. Let's embark on this journey of exploration together, continuously learning how to navigate the complexities of our world with wisdom and clarity.